Hi, I'm Tish Hawken. I'm a mindset and life coach, and I help professionals to overcome personal challenges which are affecting their mindset and their emotions. So no matter who we are or what we do, life will always throw us some kind of personal emotional curveball, and that will in turn or could affect our mindsets and our emotions, which then affect our businesses and also our lives. And so what I do is I help professionals to get from where they are now, they're stuck, they're trying to overcome a personal challenge, right the way through to getting back on track with their lives, their businesses and careers with a more confident mindset, a more positive outlook, and to help them to move forward in their life and their business. And so welcome to my short and sweet video series. The reason why it's called short and sweet is because each video is less than 10 minutes long, because I recognise that everybody is very busy. So this week's topic is how to live your life with happiness, fulfilment and balance. Now, a wise man once said, it's not difficult to make big decisions when you know what your values are. Now, I have a question for you. Are you happy, fulfilled, feel like you're in balance, joyful, or are you feeling frustrated? Are you feeling very negative? Do you feel uncomfortable? Do you feel a lot of resistance, even anxious? Now, if you answered the latter emotions, the negative emotions, it's quite likely that some or all of your personal values are being compromised. Now, what do I mean by personal values? Well, our personal values are what we believe to be important in relation to how we live our lives. So they should determine our priorities, what we prioritize in life. And we can measure our values by how well our life is going. So for instance, if our life is going really, really well, then you can bet your bottom dollar that you're living in accordance with your values, you're aligned with your values. However, if things aren't going great in your life and you're really struggling, you're struggling to make decisions and you're unhappy, as I mentioned before, then it's highly likely that you're not living in accordance with some or all of your values. So for instance, if you value family, if one of your values is being with family, spending time with your children or your partner, or extended family, yet you're working 60, 70, even 80-hour weeks and you're not seeing your family, I can imagine that you're probably feeling a lot of resistance, feeling very uncomfortable, feeling like you're missing out, and not very fulfilled. So we need to use our values to make important decisions in life. So for instance, should I leave my job? Should I compromise my standards here for this person? Should I leave this relationship? Or maybe the question might be, should I start my own business? So these are big decisions that sometimes we come across in life, and if we have a thorough understanding of what our core values are, it's easy to make those decisions. So how do you identify them? Well, it can be a bit of a process. It can take, with my clients, up to 3 sessions to really extract what their core values are and how they're living their lives. And it could be as little as 1 session. It really depends on how much work they've done around this topic. So I'm going to give you 4 questions that you can ask yourself now. You can go away and ask yourself to get you to identify some of your core values if you haven't already done so. So the first question is, think back to a time when you were at your happiest, when you felt really happy and joyful. Where were you? Who were you with? And what were you doing? And what exactly was it that made you feel happy? What was aligned within yourself? What was happening that gave you that happiness? In there you will find a value. The second question is, think back to a time in work, career, business, all that, or just your personal life when you felt the most proud. Where were you? Who were you with? And what exactly was it that made you feel proud? Why were you proud? What had you achieved? And what did that mean to you? And in there you will find a core value. The next question is, think back to a time, either in career or in personal life, when you felt really disappointed, when you felt that feeling of disappointment. What was it that was compromised? What was it that you expected that didn't happen? And in there, you will find a value, because what you will discover is that what it is that you didn't want, if you flip that around, you'll find what it is that you did want, and that will be one of your values. And the last question for you is, think of a time when you were really fulfilled, when your cup was overflowing, when you felt so at peace and so at balance, in balance in life. What was it that made you feel like that? And what can you pick out from that? What core value can you pick out from that? This can be quite a challenging exercise because you really need to go deep. You really need to go deep inside and think about this. So when you're doing it, make sure that you've got some time alone and that you won't be disturbed. So living and working in accordance with your values can give you so many things. But as I'm a mindset and life coach, then I'm going to focus in on the fact that it can really alter your mindset, because if you're feeling all the positive emotions of happiness, fulfillment, in balance, your mindset is without a doubt going to be better, which will help you in your career and business as well as in your life. So the last question I have for you is, are you living in accordance with your values? Now that you've watched this video, do you think you're living in accordance with all of your values, or do you think you're compromising some of them? If not, are you ready and willing to make decisions if you're not living in accordance with your values and you understand what they are, or are you ready and willing to identify them? If you are, then you can get in touch with me by direct messaging me. If you're watching this on YouTube, then please just go to tishhawken.com. You can get hold of me there. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the little bell so you get notifications of my videos. So that's it for today, guys and girls. Hopefully I will see you soon, which will be next week in my next short and sweet video. Take care.